So it's just about to hit 6:30 in the morning, and today I'm going to be shooting one video for my Instagram, which is going to be an intro to myself and my background, just to build a bit of trust with my audience, I guess. I mean, I don't have a big audience on Instagram or anywhere really, but anyone that's coming to my page will then know who I am and what I do. So this is the first location. Sorry, it's in vertical. Obviously, I'm filming for Instagram, so all of it's going to be vertical. I've just got an L mount on my camera. I'm going to try and move a bit forward for this one. So that's the first setup right there. Just filmed one of the parts. It's not the introduction part, but it's one of the parts. But this was my first stop, essentially. My hands are absolutely freezing. Just got to go to the next stop, which is Trafford Centre. I actually love that feeling of trying to find your next client and doing things out of the ordinary to kind of bring the clients. So this is the second setup. But life doesn't always go as planned. So the things you have to do for filmmaking, I mean, I'm shitting it with this on there. So right now, I'm just gonna test it out. Hopefully it works. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna drive around this car park and just make sure it's all good. Where's my keys? Make sure it's all good. I'm so nervous about this, to be honest. Damn, I hope it doesn't die. I hope it doesn't die. Inshallah, it'll be all good. Yeah, I can see it moving and shaking and stuff. Oh my god. I'm just gonna leave it here for now and just see how it looks. Hopefully it looks okay, and then I'll film it properly. But it wasn't the end. It was just the start of a new chapter. And I've got two shots that I need to do here. One's going to be this shot right here in the car whilst I'm driving, and the other one's going to kind of be the other one's just going to be like me closing the boot, and as I'm closing it I just say a quick line. I've got an hour and 10 minutes to complete the rest of the video because I start work at 9 o'clock. I want to get a coffee before I start work as well, and a granola. Maybe I'll do that after. Luckily, I'm actually working from home at the moment, and for the foreseeable future I work 9 to 5 in a civil service job, and basically I'm trying to build this thing whilst I'm working full-time as well. So the best time to do that is in the mornings and the evenings. I don't want to obviously do it during work, because if I'm doing work, then I need to focus on that. But sometimes it's good to I don't even know what I'm saying there, but what I was trying to say is that I'm just building it outside of work hours and in my break times as well. And yeah, I mean, it's working. It's working. What I want to do, ultimate plan is to kind of my ultimate plan is to go part-time in a year's time, when I've got quite a few clients coming in. It's a safe way out. I know it's not the most brave thing to do in business. You have to be brave and you have to put yourself out there. But my circumstances at the moment mean that I can't do that right now. My business is sporadic. It's not consistent enough for me to justify leaving my job. When it is consistent enough and I'm earning more and I'm losing money by not leaving my job, or at least going part-time, then yes, I will consider that. But right now, unfortunately, I'm not in the position to do that. I've been working on this for around since 2023, but that was kind of like on and off. And then last year is when I started to finally gain some traction. Not massive traction, but kind of like a bit of consistency with the kind of projects that I was doing. I still didn't do enough, nowhere near enough, the amount that I wanted to. I was working with someone else, for someone else, doing a lot of editing. And I also did, a few shoots with a few different companies that are around Manchester, as a freelancer, and that works quite well as well. But it work dries up, and they're building their businesses as well, and not all the time can they give me business when they're trying to do their own business. So so it's important that I have something for myself as well, because obviously being a freelancer, you can't rely on solely work from other agencies. You have to kind of push yourself out there as well, and that's kind of why I'm doing this personal branding sort of stuff as well, just to push myself out there, and to obviously track my progress, track how I'm going, so in a year's time, when I look back, I can watch my videos or just skim through them and see that, oh, I was doing this at this time, this is what I was doing to build the business and sort of thing. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Hopefully, inshallah, things go well, and I start to sort of pick things up, and things start going my way. The first the kickstarter to all of that was the property shoot that I did last week, and this week I'm doing two shoots. I did one on Saturday, which was kind of like a quick interview for Neil, who has his gym in Manchester, Earlham, and just an interview of him with his friend, who are doing a run for a charity, and then next on this Saturday I'm going to be doing some B-roll for that, where they're just basically running, and we're just going to get some nice shots of the drone, and tracking them along as they're running and stuff like that, close-ups and wides and stuff, and just basically adding to the video. And then hopefully we can get in touch with the charity and get some content from them as well. There's two different charities that they're doing it for, so hopefully we can get some shots from both. And then from there, on Sunday is a very exciting shoot I'm doing. It's a spec ad with Waldo, who's a kickboxer. A few weeks ago, not even weeks, months ago, Waldo posted something on his story where he was thanking a kit company for some gloves that they sent out to him, and I had the idea of why not we shoot those shoot an ad for those gloves, a spec ad, with the view of getting more projects like that, which are paid. So these are the sorts of things that I'm doing, trying to tell stories, and trying to push the boundaries of where I've been at before, because I'm always in competition with myself. So I'm always trying to push the boundaries of the previous work that I've done. How can I improve that? So that's my mindset at the moment. Half an hour left before I have to start work. It'll only take me 10 minutes to get home from here. So it's been a productive morning. Got up at 6, prayed, came out, started filming. It's a beautiful morning, and just ready to get home now and have something to eat, have a bit of breakfast. So I've just gone through the edit, and it's looking decent, to be fair. I think it looks quite good, but just got a few more things to do. So I've just put this light here to give that bit of a bounce there, and then I've got this Kodak sight here, SL60W, just directly on me. Nothing special. And then I've got this L mount again, and I'm just gonna get that frame there for the final few shots. So yeah, let's see how we get on. So I got home quite a while ago, filmed some content on my break, and now I'm just putting it together. It's looking how I imagined it to be, which I'm quite happy about. I had to do a few takes of the ones at home. The only problem I had was when I was doing the shot from the boot, I couldn't get it to focus because I don't have a monitor, first of all. So I need to get a monitor, and I don't have a flip out on the A7 III. So I need to get a monitor. Final remarks. I'm surprised at how much you can get done before work, because this is the first time after Ramadan, a month of fasting, where I've woke up early and, you know, drank water and stuff, and been a bit more refreshed. And, you know, I decided to wake up at 6 o'clock to get this done before I start work. And I feel like I should do this more often, because the amount that I got done in these few hours, you know, before work is enormous. Because obviously, the more you can get done outside of work hours, whether it's before work, after work, or on the weekends, the quicker the business is going to grow. Obviously, I've got personal things to do in my life as well. I can't make it all about business. You've got to enjoy your life as well. But the times where you're not hanging out with anyone, I'm not spending time with my wife, you know, I'm not doing anything, should be spent doing stuff like this, because it'll help with the rapid growth of my business, essentially. So yeah, that's a wrap for today. I'll just play the video now for you to see what it looks like, and hopefully you like it as well. 4 years ago, I left my job to pursue my passion of filmmaking. I thought that was the start of my career, but it didn't quite work out that way. My first creative job was as a wedding photographer, working in my family's business. That's where I learned how powerful storytelling can be. Fast forward 7 years, and I was working on interesting projects for a film production company, traveling to Berlin and Paris in the process. But life doesn't always go as planned, and I found myself back in a 9 to 5 thinking this is where my journey ends. It wasn't the end, it was just the start of a new chapter. That experience gave me a new perspective. Now I'm building my own company, helping brands create online presence through narrative-driven, high-quality content. I'm passionate about telling stories which inspire, connect, and elevate brands. If you're looking to stand out, get in touch.